Hello everyone, welcome back to part 3 of the Dark Souls Retro React, where I'm reacting to my original playthrough from way back when in 2011. Of course, today it's 2024, a lot has changed, and it's interesting to watch these original playthroughs and react to see the differences. So, without further ado, let us continue. I just arrived at Firelink Shrine, and we're going to see what I do first, because honestly, I don't remember what I did first here.
Cannot kindle while hollowed. Oh, that's nice. So let me ask a question. Why the fuck did it ask for no humanity? Level up.
It's like, what does any of this mean?
Level up.
I don't know. The game
Select
explains
a
nothing.
parameter to boost. Oh god, are you kidding me?
Again.
Alright, so I can only upgrade
As
these
a
things here.
first-time player, how in the holy hell would you
How
understand
much,
any of these menus? And nothing's been explained. They just want you to figure it
I
out.
can only
Like,
boost one thing. My strength, my dexterity. What the fuck does faith do? Alright, better defense. Intelligence also ups the defense. Resistance will up my
Oh
poison
my God.
resistance. Dexterity. Better defense and my weapon strength increases. Endurance. Stamina will go up. Equip load will go up.
you know, no matter what I pick, I'm not going to understand what I just did. It's not going to help.
I'm gonna do endurance.
I mean, endurance was not a bad choice, actually. Especially because of my stupid build. I'm so heavy and over encumbered constantly, so that was not a bad one.
Alright, good enough, I guess. I don't know. Fucking confused. Fire?
Ooh?
Fire? Dicks? I got one humanity.
Look at this frame rate. It's so bad. That's not my camera. That's the game running on PS3 is this choppy. It's super bad, man.
Reverse hollowing. No humanity. I have one. I just found one humanity. Whatever you say, man. What's this guy?
Well,
Isn't this the Crestfallen guy?
Here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
First thing I think of.
2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town.
Okay.
Ring them both, and something happens.
Something happens. I'm not going to tell you what, though, because I'm a dick.
But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead.
So when you really think about it, this playthrough I actually
Thanks for the
quit in
info.
Blight Town. So think about how early on in the game. I mean, I haven't even rung 2 bells yet, and I quit the game. I was like, fuck this. But it was like 60 parts. Because back then, each part was 10 minutes long. So if you do the math, 600 minutes, but divide by 60, it was only like a 10-hour playthrough, and then I quit it. I rage quit it. I couldn't stand Blight Town. Sarah asks, what game is harder to learn as a first-time player, Baldur's Gate 3 or Dark Souls? Both. No, seriously, both. Both of these games are games that, if you know what you're doing and you truly take the time to kind of study or have someone help you, the games are absolutely rich in content. They are fun to master and play. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's like pounding yourself in the nutsack. Really. It's like, here you go. Go on this epic journey, and here's a Nerf foam sword. You're like, wait, what? I don't understand. Well, the Nerf foam sword actually can be used to win, but you need to know the specific way to use it. And you don't. So you just get pummeled constantly, It's just, you need to have that prerequisite knowledge of the game mechanics to succeed. Someone playing this game for the first time, you'll never learn how to kick. You'll never learn how to properly do weight mechanics. You'll never learn what the stats mean. There's a million things you'll never learn. You need someone to tell you, or just play it so many times and fail through trial and error. But once you learn those mechanics, dude, the game is such a rewarding experience to persevere through. It's super fun. So I think they're about equal, actually. Because, you know, I made my comparison recently playing Baldur's Gate 3, saying, this is just like my first run in Dark Souls, where I didn't get it. And then once I got it, I liked it. I fought him.
Apparently he can't die. Look, he's just standing there.
Is he immortal?
Or he's massive HP. Alright, I guess I gotta go to this Church of the Undead first.
What in the... He's like,
up.
there's a gnat on my shoulder. What in the heck?
What
This
the
gnat
fuck
is
that
striking
thing?
me.
Giant crow.
What is this?
There he is, look.
Look at that. Wow, the giant crow is there. And, of course, remember, this is where the big worm dude comes out of the ground eventually. Yeah, isn't this... This is from the Dark Souls 3 DLC. After you kill the dual bosses, you go past the ruined Firelink, you find this hole. And you go down into this hole, and it takes you deeper into the DLC, right? So it's kind of like a neat Easter egg that you see this again later in the series. Pretty cool. You can kill him out. You're just way too weak. Oh, wow. People are saying, yeah, you could have beat him. You're just way too fucking weak. I just received a $12.11 tip from someone who says, hey, Phil, I'm a big fan of your classic playthroughs back when games weren't spoiled by influencers all the time. From Late Note. His name is Late Note. Thank you, Late Note, for a $12 tip. And, in fact, is that not the top tip of the night? It is. Late Note. Thank you so much, Late Note. Yeah, back before when everyone was playing the games genuinely and the games weren't entirely 100% spoiled within hours of, you know, them coming out, or even worse than that, because some of these games were actually now spoiled weeks in advance when these early influencers get the games early and are allowed to play them, right? It was so different back then, 13 years ago. Gaming on YouTube, gaming on the internet. Now the whole thing is business, big business, big business, big business. The golden promoter fucking influencer gets the game 3 weeks early and does a full fucking playthrough on their channel and makes thousands upon thousands of dollars from their viewers just because they're the special snowflake of gaming and kiss every game's fucking butt and says that they're all good, right? Oh, okay. So that's really what we wanted, huh? That's where we wanted YouTube to go? I wasn't aware of that. I thought that we wanted some real people on there, but I guess that's not, because look what we got. Now the top people we got on there are complete fakes, right? So, there you go. I just received a $2 tip from Harry Butthole. On my first playthrough, I attacked the guy at Firelink Shrine. I kept getting killed as soon as I respawned. I can see why people rage quit. Oh, so you aggroed him and you would respawn here after a death and he would kill you? Oh, wow. I didn't even know that would happen. I didn't know he would keep aggroing to you. If that, oh, that's the case. That's pretty messed up, actually. Okay. So,
Is it worth it to break
if I go this way, I'm going to end up fighting those freaking skeletons that are way too hard for early game.
Well, it's a dead end.
Have a good night, Cracker Jacks. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for hanging out.
A corpse I can loot. How do I get up there?
Oh, yeah, Slayer says there was a skit idea someone made about that NPC repeatedly killing you. Yes, that was another thing. So Dark Souls 3, someone just asked me, do you remember Dark Souls 3, how everyone played it early? So with Dark Souls 3, here's what happened. The game released in Japan first for no reason. There's no reason because the game was done. It even had full English and everything. But they wanted Japan to get it first because they're kind of elitist about that. So they released it in Japan like a month before the US. Every single YouTuber went to the Japanese Xbox store, bought yen, and then used yen to purchase the game and played the game a month early. And there's nothing illegal about doing that. You could play it on your American Xbox. It was just a stupid, underhanded way to kind of get around region locking. So, at first I didn't do it, and then everyone was telling me, no, you got to do it. You don't understand. If you don't do it, like, everyone else is going to have a playthrough and not you. So I ended up doing it too. It cost a lot more. It ended up being like $100 for the game or something like that. But yeah, everyone did that too. So what I mean, like, back in the day, it was like, okay, people want to play a game. You go to the store, you buy it. You go home, you record it, you put it online. Then all of a sudden, it became like cutthroat competition. Who can get the playthrough first? Who can find an underhanded means to get the game early to put footage out? Because there's YouTubers who literally were stealing games or had an arrangement with a game store to get a game early so they could play it early and put a playthrough up. And now it's just like, now it doesn't even matter because the influencers, right? The real gamers of YouTube, they get the games early and just
Sure.
spoil them
That's
anyway. So
thrilling. Thanks
it's
a
just
lot.
over the years things just changed over and over the way that
Thanks
you
for
can
that
get
helpful
things.
hint.
It's pretty messed up. Definitely not like it used to be.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted.
The fuck is this guy?
Actress of Thurrock. Have you business with
He's a
us?
cleric.
We
He's a
will.
cleric class,
I
I
prefer to
believe.
keep a distance, if possible.
Read message.
Fatty!
Someone left a message, fatty.
You fucking fatty! Look at this guy.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this.
What?
As a token of peace.
Take
me
this from
something.
your local
Go
fatty.
ahead. It's for you.
A copper coin. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with it.
There's nothing in
Well,
those.
I've broken all of the boxes and there's nothing in any of them. It's a complete waste of time. Okay.
I think this is one of the two ways you can go, right?
Okay,
There's two
go
different
up.
directions you could go from here that you don't get pummeled. Like you can't beat those skeletons right now, but I think this is one. Or if you go up the aqueduct, I think that's the other one. It's been a while
Treasure
since I played
ahead.
Dark Souls. Man. I'm trying to remember.
It looks like a drop to me.
No, don't do that! Oh, I survived it. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I survived it.
Oh, someone's telling the
There
truth.
really
There's
is treasure. Look at that. There really was treasure down there.
A homeward bone. Morning Star and a talisman. Let's see if the Morning Star's better than what
So
I
again,
have.
this would be cleric stuff, Morning Star, or the talisman to cast the spells, right?
Morning Star is 83 damage. Okay.
It's not better, right? It's definitely not
Oh, look,
better.
there's a dude. Oh, there's another dude. He just got here too.
Oops.
Oops.
Menu's open.
Cracked red eye orb.
PS3 troops that came with your first mimic chest. I don't think there's a mimic chest early in the game, right? The mimic chests are later.
Now where do I go?
So I don't think
This
that
way?
I ever run into a mimic chest in this playthrough. Because I quit before then. Like I said, I only played about 10 hours. I don't think there's a mimic in there.
Oh, there's another treasure. Lloyd's talisman. Can I put these
Lloyd's
talismans?
talisman. I don't think I would ever use that. It's a multiplayer item, right? It stops people from healing.
No, they're all usable items. It doesn't explain what they do.
How do you see the item description? I don't remember how you see it in Dark
So
Souls
100
1.
items with no idea what they do.
Yeah.
Humanity, homeward bone, cracked red eye.
Oh, is
orb,
this just because
and
I'm
Lloyd's
equipping? I'm not
talisman.
looking at my inventory. You have to look in your inventory, then it explains it, I think. Oh no, this is bad. No, no, my menu's
Menu
open.
would close.
No, this is really bad. I can't hurt these guys yet, and I'm slow as dirt with this club. Look how slow I am. Oh, pummeled.
Oh. Okay. That's great.
You saw how slow the Morning Star is, too? He, like, swings,
That
but
was
then he
fucking
commits
great.
to the swing, and he can't get his arm back up. Unlike the sword, where you can repeatedly hit
Now, do
like
I
this.
keep all those
That's just like
items, or do I
a
lose
one
them all
swing, and you're
now?
stuck. It stinks. A nice... I would say that's the first legit death. Like, the other deaths are meant to be in the intro, but that's like the first legit death of the playthrough right there.
Oh, I kept them.
Right.
Kept the items.
Yes, this absolutely is the
This
one
guy.
where I say, I love this, I'm getting the hang of it, and then I fall down the abyss and die. That is this game, correct. That's this playthrough, yes. We're definitely not getting there tonight, though.
Stop that. Alright, so I gotta retrace my steps back to where I was.
Stop it! Stop striking me with the mace! So later on, you enable that elevator, and that's how you get up and down there, right? It's the elevator shortcut, if I remember correctly. That's how you get back to Firelink. This is such a bad idea, because I had no idea that this is not the right way to go, and that these skeletons are overpowered. By the way, that noise is my air conditioner. You know how loud that shit is? I thought that was something in my office malfunctioning, though. That was my air conditioner back then. Listen to that atmospheric noise. Oh my god, that's terrible. Yo, you hit the skeleton so hard he falls. He clobbers, see?
Wow, this morning started slow as balls.
It's slow
man.
as shit. It can't do a second swing. I'm not even targeting the enemies, so I can't even hit them. Look at this. Oh, it's so bad. Yo, this is so bad.
Come on. Oh, there's another one over here? You guys are fucking jerks.
You see here, today I watched this and I'm like, I know you're not supposed to go that way. You can tell from the damage output of the enemies and the fact you can't hurt them. But when I played this at first, I thought that's how the game is. Like, I literally thought, oh, that's just the game.
Fuck this shit.
So it's hard. I just have to beat these guys. I didn't realize this is the wrong way to go. I didn't even understand the game was open path and you could go different ways. I thought, oh, that's just the only way in front of me. That must be the way to go.
How did I miss?
Right? It's funny. Oh, yeah, the beatdown. The skelly beatdowns.
100 enemies. The game doesn't even really give you a chance
100.
to
There's
learn
4
basic
skeletons,
combat.
but yeah.
Fucks you up.
You shouldn't be fighting 4 skeletons at
So
once.
I guess maybe I can't fight these guys. There's too many of them, and they barely take any damage. You saw that? Like I was
Yep.
fighting them, and they barely took any damage at all.
Yep. That beatdown, son. I have received a very generous contribution tonight.
This is really stupid.
I just received a $50 tip from Lisa Lou, who says, thank you for a great React day. Yeah, today was an insane day. I had my standard DSP versus the Internet React show. Then I did an hour-long private patron React. And now here I am doing Dark Souls 1. It's a crazy day of reacting. But also, thank you so much. Very generous, Lisa Lou. Biggest contribution of the night. And you know what that means? If you don't... What the hell did I just type? If you don't know what that means, I'll tell you what that means. It means we've hit the hat goal, and guess what time it is, folks? Indeed, it is time. Hold on. Let's just make sure here. Okay. Indeed, it is time. Prepare yourselves, everyone, for the arrival of the great hero. Can't see. There it is. Yes. Indeed. It is official. Sir Dumas has arrived to comment on the original Dark Souls playthrough. I am here to vanquish the enemies, the demons. Ho ho! Sir Dumas! Sir Dumas. Very nice. Okay. Alright, here we go. Now I'm ready. Now I'm all decked out. Slayer says it's normal to think that low output damage and high damage received means it's not an area you're supposed to be in, but back then you thought it was supposed to be that way. I thought that was the whole game. I literally thought that's the game. I mean, take a look at the first boss and everything, right? So I'm thinking, oh, that's, you know, this is definitely where you're supposed to go. Nope. Don't I keep fighting these guys for like a half an hour? And I do beat them all, but then I realize like I can't keep going here or something like that.
I'm gonna fight these two.
Here they come. 2 on 1. I like how they crumble when you hit them.
Yo, look how slow
Wait
the
a minute.
stamina recharge
Does this? Do they crumble when you hit them with the sword? They don't, do they? So maybe you're meant to use a clubbing style weapon against them because they get stun locked. Because they keep crumbling and then reforming. So maybe that's the idea. You're supposed to hit them and stun lock them, right? But look how little damage I'm doing. It's insane.
Oh, one of them got stuck on the
That guy just got glitched. Yeah, stun lock him. Hit him again. No, just hit him now. He's stuck too. Oh, you know what I'm doing too? I just realized I'm using R2 instead of R1. You notice that? I'm using the heavy attack instead of the light attack. And the light attack would be working way more effectively. But I'm just trying to use heavy attack instead. It's not working. So the heavy is why he's falling apart, right? A blunt heavy weapon with heavy attack makes them crumble. Yeah, look at that! That's an infinite stun lock, but I'm doing no damage.
Fuck, you can't even like turn around and block. You get hit.
No, you can't turn around and block at all. Keep in mind, I didn't understand the rolling mechanics either. So I didn't know how to like roll the right direction or anything. Oh my god, I'm dead again.
Oh my god, I'm trying to kick. He does it by himself.
That's not a bad effort. For not knowing what I'm doing, that's
told
legit
him
not a
to
bad
kick.
effort.
He's kicking, which does no damage, but wastes all my stamina.
Paseo says, is this where your I Hate Skeletons came from originally?
This game was gonna be stupid.
No, I think I Hate Skeletons came from Dragon Age Origins.
Phil, you should play this game that's made purposely annoying and difficult.
Dragon Age Origins, one of the dungeons is literally all skeletons, and they just keep coming, like hundreds, and it's fucking, the frame rate dies, it goes so bad in that dungeon, and they just kept mobbing me and making my game, like, run like shit, and I just started swearing at the skeletons, and I think that's where the I Hate Skeletons bean came from. Yeah, blunt or heavy weapons make them crumble, okay, that's what I thought. That's right. Slayer says, it's actually a waste of time even killing these guys. They respawn anyway. You're right, but I didn't know that. I thought, you know, I didn't know that they're respawn and that you're not supposed to fight them.
I'll be honest. If I wasn't getting paid for this, I wouldn't be playing this game. Like, this isn't my kind of game. A game that's made purposely to annoy you. You know what I do? I don't like to purposely annoy myself. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Have I not literally just said that recently? With a game like Baldur's Gate 3 or whatever, I say the same thing. If I'm going to play a game, there's difference between, there's challenge because it's a competitive game, like a competitive Street Fighter, Tekken, Call of Duty, things like that. Okay, it's challenging because it's competitive, it's meant to be. But a game that's a single player experience, when it's a game that's like purposefully designed to really piss you off, that actually irks me. Like, you know what I mean? Like those kind of games. And again, a game like Dark Souls, a game like Baldur's Gate 3, if you understand the rules of the universe and you learn them and then you play, you can actually have a really rich, rewarding experience. But you need to have that prerequisite knowledge, and I didn't have that when I played this game at all. I was going in cold, and man, it did not pan out well for me. Thank you to Kojima-san for joining as a member today. Kojima-san, our first truly new member of the night here on DSP Throwback. Thank you, Kojima-san.
The reason I lost is because the controls don't really work. I try to attack these guys, and I get fucking... Oh, wait a minute. I just figured out how to do kick.
Yep.
And I just figured out how to do jump attack. It's not click the left stick. It's push the direction. It's to push the direction. All right.
Which the game does not explain. That instruction on the screen does not say that. It should, but it doesn't. Here we go again. I'm going to die another 400 times here. Wow, you recovered nothing. 0.
They're not following me. What the hell's over here?
Nothing. This is just back to where you started.
Ah. There's a side staircase over there that I didn't see.
Yep. Just lead you back. Man, that air conditioner was loud. You hear that shit? You can hear it's like in the background. That's my old air conditioner from Connecticut. That thing was loud as fuck.
Aha. How do I get across? This way. Delicious body. At least you don't lose all your items. That's good, that you don't lose your items.
Could you imagine if you lose your entire inventory when you die in this game? Holy shit.
Soul of a lost undead. Woohoo.
Another belch. Yeah, back then I drank like carbonated drinks and soda and all the time. I mean, I still drink seltzer water during the daytime when I stream, but back then it was like energy drinks, like Jolt Cola and shit I used to drink.
These assholes anyway.
Look at that, it interrupted his attack. That's kind of neat, actually. Haha, 2 for 1. I'm gonna be so pissed when they revive after I down them. This is so much work. Oh my god, that was terrible!
Sometimes you can hit them, sometimes you can't. It's inconsistent. Sometimes I'm interrupt their attack. Sometimes their attack comes out anyway, even though I'm hitting them. It makes no sense. Alright, so I'm back again, and I'm never going to kill those skeletons.
What part are we on now? Part 6
So,
of the
I'll check
playthrough.
something else out. What's over here?
Even back in the day, look at the drop-off on YouTube views. My part 1 had 162,000 views. We're at part 6. We're down to 42,000. I'm pretty sure by the late parts of the playthrough, it's down to like 10,000, right? But even then, like, I rage quit at the end, and then the last part has like tons of views because I rage quit. But again, you got to remember something. Back then, the monetization system on YouTube was absolutely wild. So if you do the math, like on this video alone, I can't remember the math of what it used to be for ads. Now it's completely different. But back then, it used to be like, wasn't it like, was it $1 for 2,000 views? Or was it $2 for 1,000 views? I can't remember. I really can't remember. But like a part like this, 42,000 views, no exaggeration, probably made me a couple $100 at least back then. Now think about me playing this game, right? So these parts are 10 minutes long. So I play 2-3 hours. I pump out 18 parts. Each part is making me $100 to $200. I'm not kidding. That's how crazy it was on YouTube back in the day. It was so profitable to be a YouTuber back in the day, and then things just changed dramatically over time. But it was absolutely wild and ridiculous how much money you could make just uploading a playthrough like this. $2.5 for 1,000. It's been so long, I've literally forgotten what it used to be, but it was pretty darn profitable. I know that for a fact. I received another contribution. I received a $30 tip. Thank you for the great content and constant entertainment. Are you excited for Death Stranding 2? Well, thank you very much, whoever this is. I'm not sure who it is because there's no name attached to it. Thank you so much for the $30 tip. Do I have a $30 animation? No, I have a 20. We'll do the $20 animation. Am I excited for Death Stranding 2? Well, let me put it this way. I bet you the story will be absolutely outstanding. Just like the story of Death Stranding 1 was one of the best stories I'd ever experienced in a video game. I was riveted and hooked on that story every moment. The problem was I didn't like the gameplay. I thought the gameplay was pretty lame. I'm not going to lie. I was very bored by the gameplay. So, if the story stays on the same level and they improve the gameplay at all, I think Death Stranding 2 could be absolutely insanely good. So, I hope that Hideo Kojima-san listens to feedback and people telling him how boring a lot of that gameplay was, and he makes it more interesting. I really hope so. If it's the same as the first game, it's going to be, again, suffering through boredom to get to good parts. So, I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Fire bombs! Woohoo!
How do you use items? Like, how do I equip an item to be used?
Yeah, dude, ad
no
revenue on
idea.
YouTube was insane back in the day. So just think about this. This playthrough, now keep in mind, this is aggregate views over the years. But even let's say that like part 1 of this playthrough got 20, 30,000 views, and each part after got 10,000 views. In one day of me playing this game, I made thousands of dollars. In one day. Hell, the unboxing videos alone, the unboxing videos used to bring in 10, 20,000 views. So now add that with the first day's gameplay, it's like, what the hell? That's why back then I could take days off. I was making so much money hand over fist on a brand new playthrough that I could take entire days off, go on trips, do stuff. You know, not like today. Today, a day I don't work is a day I make no money. You know, all that residual doesn't exist anymore. It's really, really lame how videos that used to get thousands of views, they were just removed from the algorithm. You get no views on them. For the few that still get views, you barely get paid at all. So much of my content in the 15 years I've been around has been demonetized for nothing. And I'm not even notified when it's demonetized. It just gets demonetized. Like, oh, that's great. So, you know, things are very different today. The whole site is different. That's why so many content creators take sponsorships, do plugs, have to do all these other things to make money because the ads are just not a lot anymore. Like I said, no exaggeration on this channel. Since I turned the ads on a week or two ago, I make like 50 cents a day on ads. That's it. 50 cents.
Invade another world.
Wow.
Estes recovery within a limited area. Return to the last bonfire rested at. Used to acquire souls.
Oh, it's almost time to split the part. In fact, you know what? This would be a good time to split the part. So, thank you all. I hope you are enjoying Retro React to Dark Souls 1. So far, I'm having a blast. I think this is very fun to see my first ever effort at the game. And more coming. So thanks very much. See you in the next part. Remember, again, if you're watching this on demand, a way you can support this channel is a super thanks on the video, a tip, just look at the description for the link, or becoming a member of the channel. I would really appreciate that, okay? Thank you, guys. See you in the next part.